Hey there, folks. Those of you who know me personally know me as a really sweet and kind and empathetic guy, and that's not an act. That's just what I'm like. That's how I've always been. But nevertheless, there's a part of me that really wants to mess with people, to mess with their minds. This side of me really wants to give them more than their mind could handle, so that they have to expand their mind. I am not sure why that is. I could fob it off and say it's just my perverse nature. That doesn't really answer anything. It could be that I'm secretly a sadist. But like other forms of inflicting pain, like any other form of inflicting pain, does not appeal to me. So I get the feeling it's something much weirder and deeper. Something that makes me a trickster. And I've tried to follow the emotion back to its root as far as I possibly could. And I think it is a very weird way of playing with people. Like I'm intellectually play fighting with them? I don't know. At its root, it feels in a weird way playful. This is why I find myself identifying with people like the Joker, who is a horrible human being who murders people for fun. And yet, on a certain level, I get it. He's a trickster as well, and even really sick, twisted tricksters like him, on some level, they're trying to make people think, or punish them for not thinking. I don't know why this is this karmic burden of mine, why I feel the need to do things like that. It doesn't really fit with the rest of my personality, but somehow it makes sense on an emotional level to me in a way that I don't think I could justify or explain. A better example, someone I identify with, is Columbo. If you watch enough Columbos, you realize that he too kind of likes to mess with people. I mean, you can explain away the fact that he spends the entire episode hinting that he knows that the person did it without totally revealing that they did it to them. I'd argue that he does that to get them to make a mistake, to break down, or otherwise lead to their arrest and prosecution for murder. Honestly, there's probably much simpler ways to do that. But Columbo, it's always this long journey until the cuffs actually go on the person. He doesn't really confirm what they think, and that is perverse. That is messing with somebody. Now, the person he's messing with is a murderer, so for the most part, we don't really feel all that bad for them. Still, I wonder, like, if Columbo wasn't a homicide detective, would he be some sort of criminal? Would that desire to mess with people come out in a much less pro-social way? And again, I don't know why I do it. I don't know why this seems to be a hardwired part of my nature. And to be fair to me and all my other tricksters, all my crows and coyotes and foxes and spiders, if you're African, this doesn't necessarily come out as something malicious. It also comes out as comedy. In a way, making people laugh is my way of kind of playing with them in a very pro-social way by making them laugh. But there's always that tiny bit of darkness in comedy. There's always that level in which it's kind of a form of aggression in a way. I mean, it's not a coincidence that old school comedians used to say, oh, I killed him out there, I slayed him. Weird way, being a comedian, you go out and face this crowd and subdue it. Now, you do it by making them laugh and making them like you, but it's the same impulse. The dark side of comedy has always really disturbed me. I thought today I'd just dump it all out on the table like an overstuffed wallet and sort through it and see what the hell is in there. And that's what I've done with you good people today. I guess that's all from me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.